The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Atlanta. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Panthers. T. Higgins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Dancing to his left. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. Runs over him. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Back to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Howard. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Howard on 1st and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
To throw is Howard. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Touchdown! Tommy Trimble. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll set up to throw.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find.
They're Brandon Smith.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was foul up front and wing in a big way. and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
38, Falcons, nothing.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing again.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Howard throwing to start the drive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Straight ahead, Patterson. Oh, he's got Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, they did a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks better for you.
Extra point by Cooper, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get... He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Howard now, throwing on first down. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Howard. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers just continue to roll. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Panthers 52, Falcons 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty well done, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, with the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon team. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off play action. Howard escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Howard. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up, hoping his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here's Howard to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Off the play fake. Howard sliding out. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 20. So a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Panthers 66, Falcons 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. With the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 3. Right back to Pitts again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watch out now, 50 series.
Patterson running between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
It's the loss of the yard. Brings up second and 11.
They'll look to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Okay.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll drop to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Give to Patterson running to the right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now Howard off the play fake. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Off play action. Howard. Fighting more on the out route for the completion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Mustang 19.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Roll.
To throw is Howard. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hey, no fury.
On second down, a run with Patterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's taken at around the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Howard on first down. He gets this one to Hubbard complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 30 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 73, Falcons 14.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97.
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard. Now this throw caught left side, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here. Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go, set.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Howard now on first and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, cross field.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Right. Ready?
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Running left, here's Patterson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 3rd down, here's Patterson. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will bottom out as the loss gives them a finishing mark of just 2-15. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July.